All right, Flammed Mills. Those are some Flammed Mills, just improvising with Flammed Mills. That's all. All right, and a Flammed Mill is just a Swiss triplet with an extra note. A Swiss triplet is a flam tap with an extra note. All right, so these stickings are really important because it creates different sounds. It's especially important on a drum set, but even on a snare drum, the different stickings create different articulations, and that's why we have these rudiments. All right, so a Flammed Mill and a Flammed parrot will look exactly the same on paper, except for the sticking, but they sound different. All right, and they're supposed to sound different. All right, now when you put them on different surfaces, they really sound different. Okay, so we got different, if I put right hand here, left hand here, which we're going to do in the very first exercise, it's going to sound completely different. All right, so Flammed Mills. We've worked on them already. All we're going to do is put the right hand here, left hand here, and play Flammed Mills. All right, from hand to hand. So just like this. 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a. All right, I would play on the bow of the cymbal just so you get a good bounce. If you play on the edge, it doesn't bounce very much, okay? All right, and then, both notes can be kind of loud or kind of a decay. Jetta, jetta, jetta. You can have less or more of a decay, whatever you like in your Flammed Mill. All right, now we're going to put the bass drum on all the right hands except the second note of the diddle, which creates a tresillo clave, or a three clave, right? So that's the most popular rhythm in the world. Everywhere you go, you're going to hear this rhythm. 1, slowly, 2, 3, and 4, and. That's it. That's the groove, okay? So let's take it slow. I want you to play it with me. We'll play it at 60 beats per minute, really slow. 1, 2, ready, and play, and. Dr. Throwdown wants to rush that. That's slow. It's hard to control slow. All right, so we're going to pick it up. If you have a problem, you know the routine, right? If I jump up in tempo too much, then stop the video, work on it for a while, and then join me at 75 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready, and play, and. Sweet. It's getting a little funkier, right? All right, so now let's pick it up some more. 90 beats per minute. As we pick up tempos, bring our heights down a little bit. This should be a little easier, actually, once you have it down, right? 1, 2, ready, go. Piece of cake. All right? So that right hand with the hi-hat makes it easy. Boom, money. Flammed Mills. It's a totally different feel. With that double backbeat. Totally different kind of sound. All right, so that's what we get from these rudiments. Now we're going to play Flammed Mills in a fill. This first fill is similar to the Flammecue fill we had in the other video, right? But it's the same pattern as the tresillo. Right, we're going to go jugga-dugga jump, jugga-dugga jump, jugga-dugga jump. Now, the good news, these are all right-hand Flammed Mills. Hey, let's do this. We're going to put the first Flammed Mill on this drum, just the first 2 notes, then come back to the snare drum. All the crashes are going to be in the left hand. I know you love that. And then on the floor tom, and then again on the mounted tom. If you have 3 toms, you can just go down, blugga-dugga, blugga-dugga, blugga, okay? Blugga-dugga-gee, 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 okay? Just use whatever. Just change drums at that point. All right, so let's try this at 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready, and play, and. time. Okay, that's not too bad, right? I think it gets easier as we speed it up. Let's find out. Here we go, 75 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready, and play, and. There we go. That's getting funky. That's a nice fill, right? Okay, here's at 90 beats per minute. Permit it to be at 90 beats per minute. Here we go. And a 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, sometimes things work out great, sometimes they don't. That's how you learn, right? Try things. If it don't work, don't do it. If it works, do it. Or if it don't work, work on it. Make it sound good. Okay, so that's the Flammed mill as a fill. I have one more fill for you on the Flammed mill. We got a second fill. Now this one's really cool. It's going to be interesting. We're going to play 2 Flammed mills, one here, and then one here. So right, left, right. Then we're going to play one extra tap, and then we're going to play another one here. So tap. So we're going to play a Flammed mill starting on the E of 3, and then a Swiss triplet starting on the E of 4. Okay, it sounds complicated. It's really not. Check it out. I'm going to play it just on the drums, slowly. 2 E and a 3 E and a, play E and a. Okay, so that's the sticking. Now we want everything on the snare drum soft. Try to keep everything on the snare drum like this high. You know, mezzo piano to pianissimo even if you can. Ghost notes. And then bring those doubles out. Bring those out. That's what we want to hear. All right, so now, if we can, let's keep the hi-hat going on the downbeats while we're doing this. This gets a little more complicated because we have that on the E and then the E, but this is on the downbeat, okay? That's our internal metronome. You got to be able to do it. Here we go. So let me do it slowly. Checka, ready, and play, and. I'm going to do that one more time. 2, ready, and. Ooh, I like that one. We're going to slow this one way down. Let's slow it down to 50 beats per minute. You're welcome. 1, 2, ready, and play, and. That takes some patience right there. Right there, that takes some patience. Playing it that slow. Of course, you got to be able to do it slow. You got to slow it down if you want to throw it down. You have to. All right, let's take it at 65 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and play, and. snare quiet. All right, who can tap their foot, their left foot, while you're playing that fill? Who can? Okay, I see a few hands up there. All right, so that's everybody work on that. Make sure you can do that. If you're a drummer, you got to know where the downbeat is. Let's go faster. A 1, 2, ready, play. Oh, yeah, flammed mills, single flammed mills. You had no idea, huh, that they could sound so cool. Really. So that's just a couple of ideas. Come up with some other drills, and use it as your part of your vocabulary. Now you have a word that you can use on the drum set. It's your vocabulary. All right, we're going to increase that vocabulary. We're going to continually increase your vocabulary every day. All right, so that's your assignment, Drumios, is to play the first two things, the first groove and then the fill at 90 beats per minute, and then that last one we just did at 80 beats per minute. All right, if you can't get all the way up to 80 beats per minute, that's cool. Don't worry. Don't stress out. Don't put in the comments at the bottom, but I can't do it, so I can't move on. Yes, you can. Write it down. Get as fast as you can, as comfortably as you can. Write down that tempo and put a reminder. I need to go back and revisit this video, all right? Because we're going to get better. You keep playing, you're going to get better. You're going to learn some other things. It's all going to come together like a big gumbo. That's what it's going to be, like a big gumbo, right? We got a lot of ingredients we got to put in there, and it doesn't start to taste good till everything's in it, okay? So remember that. All right, that's it, Drumios. I'm out. Peace.